So today we are rebuilding the Cardinals because, like everybody has pointed out, Willson Contreras is signed from. And of course, I'm a Cubs fan, so this sucks. Like, you obviously don't want one of the best catchers in baseball to sign for your division rivals, especially when that player used to play for you. And it just kind of seemed like this was going to happen, right? It was the Astros or the Cardinals, and because the Cubs just let him walk, you knew Willson Contreras was going within the division. But we're not here to talk about the Cubs. We're not here to talk about, some rivalry now that Willson Contreras has with the Cubs. We're here to rebuild the Cardinals because, to be honest, it was a great deal for them. And I think with a couple more pieces, they're really contenders. So we're here to talk about the Cardinals. We're here to rebuild them. And like I said, they're a good team, right? They are. They've got a couple players that I think may be on like their last chance. Tyler O'Neill's one of them. The injuries and just the inconsistencies, I feel like he can be very good, but at the same time, you probably want someone out there that's just you can rely on every single day. I'm not too sure if Tyler O'Neill's that guy. I know Dylan Carlson's starting to kind of put it together. You got Lars Nootbaar, who definitely had a better season. But then you look at the infield. You've got Edman, you've got Arenado, you've got Goldschmidt, you've got Brendan Donovan, who came up and had a really good year. Can he do it his second season? And then, of course, you just brought in Willson Contreras. So the offense is there. I do think you need a little bit more pop and just a little bit more consistent bats. A lefty bat would be very helpful. But again, in the Central, which is a weak division, the Brewers have gotten worse this offseason. The Cubs have gotten a little bit better, but I still think they're behind the Cardinals. And then the Reds and the Pirates, let's not talk about them. So with that in mind, the pitching, I think if you would maybe add one more starter as well, a left-handed bat, and then maybe a bullpen arm just to kind of add depth and also just get it a little bit better. I think the Cardinals are one of the better teams in the National League. I think they definitely have the potential to be a really good contender. I just think they got to make the right signings. So let's go and do that. Let's go out and see if we can get a pitcher. I'm not looking at like a Carlos Rodon. I think that's just kind of out of the price range for right now. If they didn't have the contracts of Arenado or the contracts of Goldschmidt, maybe, but we'll see. They could also look to turn to the trade market. They do have some prospects. I know Mason Wynn, Jordan Walker, kind of like untouchables. You don't want to trade them, but they definitely do have some other prospects that could return a decent pitcher in the market. And I know there are some pitchers available out there. I know the Marlins have kind of thrown their starters out, kind of seeing which ones can get something in return, but we'll find something here. We'll also find a lefty bat. Gallo potentially is one. Maybe Conforto if you're looking for a cheaper deal. Benintendi, Brantley, something like that, where you're getting those lefty bats that should be fairly consistent. And I think the infield, I'm not really looking to boost it up. And then the bullpen, potentially. I did make a mistake. I offered arbitration to Alex Reyes. So once we get into the regular season, I will release him. But we have like 60 mil to play with. So let's find some players. All right, so we're currently ranked 6th. Like, team looks pretty good. Like, I mean, look at this. You can kind of see I brought in Joey Gallo. I thought, you know what? We need home runs. We need some dingers. Joey Gallo is going to provide that. I also brought in Evan Longoria. He was sitting in free agency. I needed a bench bat. Probably should have went with the lefty. But then I looked at like who was available. I didn't really like any of them. Jake Cave's with the Phillies, so I didn't want to sign him because he just like recently moved. So I was like, you know what? Probably shouldn't. I could have brought in maybe Harold Castro. It kind of fits like the whole Cardinals. I play every position on the infield/outfield. So could have done that, but I was looking around, couldn't find one. So I figured let's just sign Evan Longoria. He's available. He hits lefty as well. And then I was looking for a starter. Could go John Means. Could go Tyler Glasnow, but for some reason his value is through the roof. Even though he's on the last year of his contract, did have a good year last year. So like it does take quite a bit to get him. So can't get Tyler Glasnow. I've tried with our top 3 prospects. I tried Herrera with Jordan Walker and Mason Wynn. I've tried Connor Jerpy. I've tried Matthew Liberatore. Like, I've tried all different combinations of players. Can't get Tyler Glasnow. So I was looking around. I was like, we could get Lucas Giolito. He's on the last year of his contract. I looked at Shane Bieber. Can't get him. Just can't. It's not possible. And I was looking around. I can't really find any starters. I don't want to get the Marlins pitcher Pablo Lopez because I just recently got him, I think, in the last video. So now I'm looking around. We could go Caprillion. That's a safe one. We could go maybe Blake Snell. So I'm thinking either Giolito or Caprillion, just based on like what I could go out and get. That's a little bit different because I normally don't trade for them. But like also, I don't want a 5 ERA on my team, so I might avoid Blake Snell. So now I'm trying to think like who could we get? I guess the Cardinals, if they really wanted to, they could go out and sign Eovaldi. I could have done that. I could have done that. So now I'm like, dang, why didn't I do that? And now I'm like, maybe I go out and I just get someone that's a little crazy. But who? Who is out there that I'm looking, I'm going, dang, I really want them. We could bring back Alcantara. We could do that. Maybe Trevor Rogers, but I think he had a bad year last year. He had 5-22. Good Lord. So I'm going to say no to that. And instead, I am going to take maybe like a Zach Gallen. He might be one of those I don't think I'm going to be able to trade for him either. Yeah, I'm not going to. So Zach Gallen, no. Marquez, nah, I don't want that. So I think we go with one of those first names I mentioned. All right, these players, Brandon Waddle, Tink Hence, and Alec Burleson are getting me like Lucas Giolito. Not the best season. Very similar to like what I said I didn't want in Blake Snell, but he's got a potential. So like, I feel like that's pretty good. I thought about Caprillion, and now I'm kind of thinking maybe I do go Caprillion. It's the same trade. I might even be able to. Okay, so it's going to be the same trade, and Caprillion did perform better, and it's probably going to be cheaper contract wise. So do I want to take the one with the higher upside, or the one that I know is just going to be super consistent, slots in right in the middle of the rotation, and we go from there? What do I need? Because I'm gonna have to pay Jack Flaherty, even though I don't even know if the Cardinals will re-sign Jack Flaherty. They may try to go out and get somebody else. So is it better to get a guy who's like on arbitration? Because I'm also gonna lose Wainwright and Michaelis. So it might be better to take a guy who I know I'm gonna be able to keep in Caprillion rather than possibly losing Giolito to free agency. So I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna take Caprillion, and then we're gonna trade Waddell because I'm not gonna use him, Hence, and Burleson. And for like a 5-minute speech, that's the trade. All right, here's the lineup. The lefty bat that I could use is also Nolan Gorman, but I'm gonna let him sit in the minors for right now, like AAA. Just get consistent playing time, because I wasn't gonna give him consistent playing time in this lineup. It's just Brendan Donovan's got a little bit better bat right now. So does Tommy Edman, and I feel like right now, like this lineup's kind of stacked. I need people who are gonna perform consistently. If there's a player who struggles, then I'll call up Nolan Gorman and we're set. Like we're good to go. But for the meantime, let's just get him in the lineup every single day, and we should be pretty good. That way he can develop rather than just sitting on the bench and not playing every day. So let's do that. Let's let him be in AAA. Let's let him develop a little bit, and then probably midseason, or depending on how things go, he might get called up sooner. And then pitching rotation wise, you can see I got rid of Alex Reyes, and then I kind of went with who I wanted in the bullpen, along with signing Andrew Chafin on a 2-year club option, which is also what I did with Gallo, 2-year club option. So yeah, that's the team. This is the budget really quick. You guys can see we've got 16 mil left, but we're losing Wainwright's contract, Michaelis, and there's a couple other there. Montgomery, Flaherty. Oh, I didn't know Montgomery's also a free agent. Oh man, that's a lot of pitching. Ooh, and Gallegos potentially. Well, he's arbitration, but man, that's a lot of your rotation. I didn't realize that. Let's see how this season goes. All right, at the deadline, you can see we're 3 games out in the division. In the wild card, we are also 3 games out in the division. And it's not pitching. Pitching's going really good. Really good. It's the offense. The offense is kind of lacking. Not gonna lie, kind of lacking. It does suck when Paul Goldschmidt's down to a 73 overall. That sucks. Also, Wilson's going down. He is hitting 213 though, so that does kind of suck. Not what you want to see. Gorman just got called up. O'Neill's bad. He's kind of one that I was like maybe on the chopping block, and he might actually be on the chopping block. He's on the trading block. Joey Gallo's not doing fantastic, but he is hitting home runs, bringing in runs. And then Dylan Carlson, man. Dylan Carlson. Yeah, I'm gonna need an outfielder. Even Lars Nootbaar is like, I don't know how to hit a baseball. So I need an outfielder, and I don't think it's gonna be any of. I need an outfielder. Tyler O'Neill's gone. I'm gonna see what's on the block. Brian Reynolds makes the most sense out of players that I know are like 100% available. But who else could I trade for? So what do I need? A left fielder? A left fielder. Ooh. Left fielder. Let's see here. Eloy, but like, I don't like Eloy. like Benintendi would be like perfect right now if we would have signed him in the offseason. So now I'm trying to think of like other outfielders that we could go for that would, or maybe I guess we could like maybe move, or we could get a center fielder and put like Carlson in left. That's all. That also could work. That also could work. Which the Diamondbacks have like 900 outfielders, which could be worth going for. And young with some talent, like high potential, that could actually be a really good idea. Because I'm trying to think of like who else we could go after. I doubt the Marlins. No. I honestly think the Diamondbacks might be a good little change of pace. Someone that we normally don't trade with. So I think that's what we're gonna do. They've got some really good potential outfielders. So who are we gonna go? Are we gonna go Alec Thomas? Are we gonna go Drew Jones? Or are we gonna go Corbin Carroll? Most MLB ready is gonna be Alec Thomas. Corbin Carroll, I'm kind of intrigued. Ooh, I probably could also get more too if I go like this. It's like 1-for-1. Really? 1-for-1 with Tyler O'Neill? Ooh, that's tough. Cedric Mullins. How did I not think of Cedric Mullins? Ivan Herrera and Yordis Valdez are gonna get us Mullins. That's our center fielder, which actually leaves us with now an extra outfielder, which we could, move some pieces around. Because Cedric Mullins is 100% starting. I guess we could also do like a platoon situation, but like Cedric Mullins is pretty balanced, and I feel like he needs to be in the team every day. So maybe like up here in the 2 spot, or maybe like Edmund in the 2 spot. I do also need a first baseman, but maybe I trade O'Neill for a first baseman like off-season spring training time, because realistically looking at it, I don't need it right now. You know what I mean? But like I definitely will need a first baseman come the start of next year, because sadly Goldschmidt just doesn't hold his value. Like he just doesn't hold his rating, and it sucks because like pretty decent. He's a pretty decent ball player, I would say, and he just doesn't do well versus the regression system in MLB The Show. It sucks. It sucks that just it does suck. It does suck. So yeah, he's gonna be gone, sadly. Yeah. All right, so we won the division 90-72. I actually think it was really close. It was one game. And we actually played the Cubs at the end of the season, and we won 2 of 3. So it was actually that series that got us into the postseason. Did the Cubs make it as a wild card team? They did. So okay, so if we would have lost that series, we would have made it as a wild card team. But hey, that's really close. So as a team, where are we ranking offensively? We are 25th for batting average. Wow. 25th for batting average. What about runs? Where are we for runs? We're a little bit higher, 11th. Okay, so that's better. Hits, I'm assuming we're towards the bottom if we were that bad batting average wise. We were 27th for hits, so we definitely need to up our game there, right? Home runs, where are we for home runs? We're 11th. Okay, 11th's not bad. So RBIs, I'm assuming we're around the 11th, 12th mark. Okay, so yeah, there's that. So pitching definitely carried the team. 5th for ERA. Hits allowed, runs allowed, 6th for runs allowed. We were 10th for hits allowed. So yeah, pitching, definitely the strong suit of the team. And as we go through the awards, we definitely will look to add some offense. It doesn't help that Goldschmidt started to regress. It doesn't help that Willson Contreras started to regress for some reason. What is going on here? All right, Steven Matz, as a long reliever, a lot better than what he put up last year. Yes, he had less innings, but still was really good. Jordan Hicks, good Lord. Is he a free agent? He is. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm unsure, but maybe Genesis Cabrera was solid. Chafin potential went down. Really? What a good year. We do have a club option, so I'll consider it. I don't know. What is it? $7.5 million. I'll consider it. Maybe we decline it and try to re-sign him on a cheaper deal, maybe like $5 million, $6 million. Save a little bit of money. Stratton was good. Helsley was fantastic. And then Gallegos. Ooh, what happened there? What happened to Gallegos? We got Flaherty. Michaelis was really strong, but as he's regressing, getting a little bit older, becoming a free agent, either I'll re-sign him on a cheaper deal or I'll look to go somewhere else. Montgomery's been fantastic. He's going to be expensive too. And realistically, I don't know how much more he's going to improve. So we'll see what the price tag is, because we got to be smart with our money here and overall pitching staff was really good. Looking at our offense though, it was abysmal. It was abysmal. And I know that the offense for the Cardinals it's better than this, but at the same time, I know there are some players that are really, really good versus lefties or righties. They're kind of a platoon player where you gotta play them in the favorable matchups. And so I guess it is kind of realistic, but at the same time, it does suck that they're almost unusable in franchise just because of that. Like Paul Goldschmidt, he drops down to a 71 by season 2023, which is super unfortunate. We got Arenado popping off, Willson Contreras, huge decline. That's not good. Joey Gallo hit 32 home runs. Okay. O'Neal, like 25 home runs is nice, but like, I don't know, man. Is this good enough to keep him in the lineup when we already have players who are really struggling with the average, the on-base percentage, and everything like that? So looking at the team, like Nolan Gorman, Brendan Donovan, I'm unsure about these two, and then I need a first baseman. So that's potentially 3 players in the lineup that I need to replace on top of an entire pitching staff. That's a lot that I'm gonna have to change up this offseason. Like I didn't realize the Cardinals were in that sticky of a situation. And as we take on the Braves here, what is going to happen? We're going to advance. Ooh, okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's move everybody up a spot. And then Jack Flaherty's going to take game 1 versus the Dodgers. And we are knocked out after 5 games. So the Dodgers are going to take on the Guardians. And we're going to see who wins the World Series. And we have one more offseason. I want to get this done in two seasons. The Guardians defeat the Dodgers in 2023. And knowing that this team is going to have some money open, I might be in a good spot. So looking at this, how much did I pay him? 12 mil. Did he even prove? How much did I'll take that option. And then let's see, Stratton, I don't think is going to improve, so I'm gonna let him walk. DeYoung, there's no point in keeping him. He's been garbage for a while now. I think the last good season he had was what? Last respectable season was, good Lord, 2017? Already that far away? Holy cow. What does he want? 5 mil, I'm out. 7.5 mil, I'm gonna decline because I think I can get him for cheaper. Oh yeah, 5 mil. Okay, so 5 mil will lock him up for sure. I'll consider it. Jordan Hicks, what does he want for a season? 3 mil. 3.5 mil is not bad. I'll take that. How much does Michaelis want? About 9, 10. Montgomery's probably gonna want like only 12. Ooh, what about a player option? I'll bump it up to 13. How does that sound? I'll bump it up to 13, 5 years, player option, and go like that. Team option, I'm going to decline. 12 mil is a lot because I think, yeah, I can get him for 8, and that'll lock him up. Okay, I'll consider that. And then Jack Flaherty. Is he someone to bring back? 34 mil. That'll bring us up to 50 mil. We'll still have around 50 mil in the bank to play with after I offer arbitration and contracts. Boy. Let's do it. We'll give him the player option. Let's bump it up a little bit and we'll see what he says. We might not even sign him. He might walk and go somewhere else. So let's spend some money because my pitching rotation's looking a little empty, and that's not what you want. All right, one thing I didn't take into consideration is I got to trade Goldschmidt. And it sucks because I totally don't see him regressing this crazily in 2023. There may be a little bit of regression, but like to think that he's just going to completely forget how to play baseball is crazy. There's just no way that that's a possibility. So I'm going to send him to the Red Sox so they can also take on Hosmer's contract, and we'll take Johnny Esposito and we'll do that, and that'll open up some more money for us. And we are currently with about we're almost at 70, so about 70 mil to play with. So what do we need? So this is going to be Flaherty, hopefully. So we're still going to need 2 pitchers. And you're probably thinking, why don't you go to your farm system? Well, maybe. And then lineup wise, we're definitely looking to find people that could slot in and just kind of play matchups. So someone that's a little bit better than Nootbaar, a little bit, or we can give Nootbaar another chance, only have him face righties. Tyler O'Neill's probably going to get traded where I can find someone to replace him, and then Carlson's only going to face lefties, which sucks because I want him to play every day, but We gave him that opportunity, and he was garbage. So we'll see. Or maybe I stick with O'Neal. I don't know. Maybe I give him to the trade deadline. But I definitely need a first baseman with some pop. Is there one available that isn't going to take all my money? CJ Cron. He's also regressing. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. Rhys Hoskins only played 100 games last year. Potential went up, so he'll at least hit 80 potential. Can't be too expensive. And for $6 million, yes, the contact versus right is terrible. Contact is right versus right is terrible. And you're probably thinking, Juan Yepez, go to Juan Yepez. I think this is worth the $6 million, taking a shot like that. And then maybe we can just look for someone that also is pretty good in the trade market. Which, who do we have signed up that we could trade that has some value? Juan Yepez. We could just start Juan Yepez. I'm looking at his stats. They're not bad. So, okay. All right. Maybe we just spend all our money on pitching. That might be the plan. All right, we're currently ranked first, and it's going to be very apparent why we are currently ranked first. Well, let me get to the regular season. Let's see where we're ranked. Oh, we're ranked second. Oh, man, look at that defense. Look at the speed, the contact, the pitching, the power. Little low, but you know what? It's looking good. And let me show you why, because we went a little crazy this offseason. Free agency. Let's go to the Cardinals. And as you can see, nothing's going on in the top portion. Do you see 10-12? You see Josh Hader signed for 5 years, $64 million, and you guys are going, Cardinals don't do that with pitchers. Well, I'm in charge, and I'm going to do that. So Josh Hader's in the team. We did bring back an old friend in Colton Wong, but then we also went out and signed Shohei Ohtani. Yes, Shohei Ohtani is in the team. So there we go. That is our current team. I did decide to give Liberatore the starting spot. We also do have a couple others that we can turn to, like Payante. Is it Palante? I think it's Palante. You got Graceffo, who I think is like the third ranked prospect in the Cardinals organization. And then you got Cooper Jerpy. I don't think it's Herpy. It can't be Herpy. You've got Steven Matz still. The team's looking good. We brought back Flaherty. We brought back Montgomery. Obviously have these two. And then the bullpen currently looks like this. I did bring back Chafin on a 1-year deal. It was $5 million. We've got Helsley. We've got Gallegos. And then we've got Hader. And then the lineup. I mean... Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I did have to move some things around. Brendan Donovan did play first base a couple times last year. So that was like the only way I could get Ohtani into the team and shuffle it up to make it work. And to be honest, I think it works pretty well. So I just got to make sure I allow, let's do this and make him, instead of this, it's got to be infield. He also played some outfield, if I'm correct. He did. He played a little bit of left field, a little bit of right field. Wasn't bad. He really wasn't. First base, he was okay. He was all right. Like he wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad fielder anywhere they put him. So to be honest, I'm gonna leave him there and just let him play first base. He's 6'1". We can get away with it, and you can kind of see what the rest of the team is looking like. So I'm pretty happy with it. Versus lefties, we're gonna rock like this. Honestly, I like this team a lot. Oh, well, Ohtani needs to come up here. Maybe something like that. Yeah. Ooh, that team is looking really good. As you can see, Cedric Mullins little short on the contact versus lefties. So I'm gonna let him not face lefties. But other than that, I mean, this team's looking crazy good, really good. I'm excited to see how it plays. Like we're ranked second. This is a crazy good team to sim the season. So we won the division 91-71. I mean, come on. Like it's easy, right? Oh, we actually were only above Cubs by 2 games. What is the Cubs lineup that they're this good? Because like I have faith in the Cubs and everything. Oh, they got Josh Bell. Okay. And Josh Bell was like kind of good. Who else do they have? Suzuki, Brad Miller. Okay. Morel, Narvaez. Is their pitching nasty? Because that offense doesn't really strike me as like a crazy good team. Oh, they're just stacking starters, huh? I don't know, man. I'm looking at this going, is it really that good of a team? I guess they were 89-73. Are they a wild card team? They are. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Jack Flaherty. There you go. Like to see that. And then when we take a look at the awards, Cy Young, there we go. 3 Padres are leading the race for the Cy Young. Gotta love it. I mean, it's just gross. 40 home runs for 3 players. Like, that's insane. Was there more? Like, I gotta look now. Like, what did Machado have? Cronenworth had 20. Tatis, Soto. Machado only had 18. Really? Okay. Interesting. Where did they rank, like, home runs wise? I gotta take it. They were first by one. All right. I'm not too worried about our rankings. I'm assuming we did well, right? Batting average, we bumped it up to 11th, considering we were way at the bottom last year. 7th for runs. We were 10th for hits. Oh yeah. We're definitely improving the team. Home runs, 11th. RBI is kind of probably the same. And ERA, we are top 10? No, 12th. About the same as last year as well. So awards, we saw MVP. Devers with the Athletics. Okay. Nola and Flaherty are the Cy Young winners. They also have Giolito. The Padres also have Giolito. Okay. That's going to be a tough team to beat. That's going to be a real tough team to beat. Yeah. That's going to be a really tough team to beat. Okay. Let's see. Did they mess with everything? Of course they did. Let's fix that. All right, so they sent down Steven Matz. He had like almost a 5 ERA. I understand why they did that. We'll let Zach Thompson take the wheel for the postseason. Jordan Hicks was better. We did sign him on a 1-year deal, but he was an improved player. Love to see that. Cabrera still fairly solid. I will definitely take that. Chafin killed it. Helsley is regressing a little bit. He also pitched 30 more innings than normal. Gallegos was really solid. And then Hader, of course, killed it. So Helsley also pitched more because we took him out of the setup role. So like that kind of is understandable why some of his numbers went up. And then when you take a look at the rest of the team, I mean, come on, you don't like to see that, but for the most part, everybody was good. That's exactly what I was looking for. So average is a little low for Hoskins, but he only faced lefties. That was the only lineup I had him in. And to be honest, for 6 mil, 12 home runs, 350 on base percentage, and an 800 OPS, as a lefty only lineup player, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Colton Wong was not great. Nootbaar was better. Again, didn't play as much, so it's kind of tough to judge him on that. But he just really didn't play for us. Like, he didn't play well for us. And I just didn't really see him improving too much more. Wow, Cedric Mullins. Okay. All right. Tommy Edman was very good. Love to see that. Shohei, what are the offensive numbers? 30 home runs, almost 30 doubles. Yeah. Obviously, it was a max contract for him. Arenado, regressing a little bit. Don't like that. Willson Contreras, an improvement on last year. We got Tyler O'Neill, who did better. Okay, but it looks like this is kind of the best we're going to see from Tyler O'Neill, so he would probably be someone that I should have traded, or I'm just going to let walk in the offseason. Carlson, okay. Small improvements. He was in the everyday lineup. Gorman, a little bit of a slump compared to last year, but at the same time, he did have 300 more at bats. So you'd expect the numbers to dip a little bit. And then Donovan's good. Love to see that. So team's looking good. We are facing the Braves. All right, what do the Braves got going on in Atlanta? What's the team looking like? VR. Okay. That's and Willie Castro. Okay. A couple other bench bats that are new. Couple bullpen arms that are new. But to be honest, I feel pretty good. All right, here we go. Game 1. Boom, and a sweep. Yeah, of course. All right, the Cubs. We just saw the Cubs lineup. So Ohtani comes out of the lineup if I change him, doesn't he? So we have Caprillion pitching. I think he comes out of the lineup if I move things around. Let me see. Does he? He doesn't. All right, perfect. So here we go. Ohtani. Good start. A loss is not what you want to see. A win, a loss, another loss. I thought we were going to lose to the Cubs. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No. I didn't mean to do that because I wanted to reset the pitching rotation, because who just pitched? It would have been... Who just pitched? I think it was Montgomery, right? So, yeah, we're up with Caprillion. So, I need Ohtani, Flaherty. I guess we go Caprillion, Montgomery. That's not really what I wanted, though. Losing that first game in the World Series against the Angels, kind of tough. Let's see what their lineup's looking like. Interesting. What's the pitching looking like? Is it like really good? Starters look really good. The bullpen looks okay. man, losing that first game, Josh Hader blew the game. Okay, so I wanted to double check the rotation a little bit, make sure Ohtani was also still in the lineup. So we're good. We did lose the first game. We lose the second. Win, loss, win. We're still alive. Libertor, game 7. Here we go. Ohtani is taking the mound. We're going to rock the baby blues. And Angel Stadium. Ohtani facing his former team. Willson Contreras is a little tired, but we're still going to keep him in the team. Jesus Luzardo. That's a good start. I like seeing that. Another single. Mullins gets out. Was Mullins in the 3 spot this whole time versus lefties? That also could have been an issue. Did I really do that? Oh, that's dumb by me. That's really dumb by me. We should have scored there, by the way. We didn't, which is really bad. Fielder's choice, and then we don't score again. So 2 times we've had runners in scoring position. And because of that, we're now down 2-0 because they took advantage of their opportunities and we did not. So we're back into it thanks to Willson Contreras, and it is a 2-2 ball game. And can we get another one? Dylan Carlson, a player that I just really wasn't looking forward to putting in the lineup this year. There we go. That's exactly what we need. Game 7 of a World Series. And Ohtani's, I'm gonna get a little greedy with him. If I can get 6 out of him, that'd be great. But we'll have to wait and see. I think I'm gonna take him out. We'll put in a lefty. Let's go Chafin. All right. Whew, I got too greedy there. I got too greedy. After the second guy that got on, I should have taken him out. But we get out of the jam. Brendan Donovan. Talk about a guy who's popping off for the team right now. Love to see it. We're gonna walk. Okay. The 7th inning. Bullpen's looking a little tired. Let's go Hicks here. Pop up a single. Okay, a strikeout, a walk, and he gets out of it. All right, 5-2 still. It's still a close game. If we can open it up here, that'd be huge. Fielder's choice, sack bunt. Sack bunt. Why are we sack bunting there? Like, that is such a stupid idea. And I swung. Why are we sack bunting there? That makes no sense. Tommy Edman makes it a 4-run game, so in the end, does it really matter? We also had 14 hits this game. Oh, Cedric Mullins adding on to the misery. And to be honest, we don't need Hader here unless it gets a little dicey. The double play's big. There we go. World Series. Tommy Edman with the home run, RBI, and a double along with 2 runs. And the MVP is going to be Brendan Donovan. I mean, the dude balled out. So did Tyler O'Neill, to be fair. And then Brendan Donovan, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. That is what I like to see. Pitching-wise, some did well. Jack Flaherty killed it. Really killed it. The bullpen, yikes, Chafin. Yikes. But Housley, Gallegos, really good. Offensively, what are we looking like here? Mullins struggled a little bit. He's a guy that I thought was going to do a little bit better and really let me down. Edman did well in the last game, so I'm okay with that. We'll forget about that. Arenado, kind of disappointing this year compared to last year. But, like, it's weird because, like, he still had really good numbers. It's just the hits went down a little bit. So I guess I shouldn't say he's disappointed. He was good. It just postseason numbers not great. Contreras was okay. Tyler O'Neill, though. Talk about earning a contract. Am I going to resign him? Probably not, but good job. Good job. Dylan Carlson came to play. Gorman, and then Brendan Donovan. Dude's a baller. So there it is. There's the Cardinals rebuild. And I know some of you have been mentioning that you want longer rebuilds. They will come as the offseason kind of progresses. I'm kind of doing these shorter ones now just because they're only like 1 or 2 signings. And depending on what else happens in the offseason, we could probably do more like a 10-year rebuild or something like that. Or realistic rebuilds. I do like doing those too. So let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button. And of course, if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. Or if you just keep coming back and watching the videos and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. But I do recommend that you check out this video. I think you really will enjoy it, especially if you enjoyed today's video. And that's about it. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.